You will get to know most of the thing there. Okay.
Okay.
So did you check the assignments folder yesterday?
But assignment, I haven't seen anything related to assets there.
Is it? Let me share my screen. This is there,
Ah,
right?
yeah. Yes, there is one. I missed it. Maximum functional assignments, right?
Yeah. So this is very simple one actually. You can try
Okay.
that one. Just it is creating the assets and
Okay.
changing the status of it. Like that only we have the things. Okay.
Okay.
So most probably you will get to know that there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
And
I'll do it.
most of the things, whatever we cover, just try to complete the assignments for that one, and try to
Okay.
create some notes as well for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
doing
will
it.
have
Yes.
something on that one.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. As of now, whatever we have covered, right? That we will list out first, and then we'll move to the next. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have seen asset life cycle. Okay, how asset is creating and all. Okay. Asset creations also we have seen. After that, we have seen meters, right? How many types of
Yes.
meters we
Yes.
have?
Three.
Three types. Which of them? Right. In between that,
I think.
we
I
have
can see my notes.
GAU, gauge meter, right? After that, we have
Condition. No. Okay. Characteristic.
characteristic meter.
Characteristic. Yeah.
Hmm. And
Last
one more
one.
we have is continuous meter, right?
Yes. Method. Yes.
So these questions, right? You will get to know in the certification exam also if you are giving like
Okay.
IBM certification, and most of the
Mm.
time in the interview also they will ask you the questions. Okay. And
Okay.
somehow we have seen these two types of meter, right? Gauge meter and characteristic meter we were using in
Mm.
uh, condition monitoring, right? We have also seen
Yes.
one application called as condition monitoring.
Condition metric.
Okay, where we are using that one, actually these two types of meter we are using, okay, in the condition monitoring. And another type of meter which is continuous meter, this one we are using mostly for the preventive maintenance. Okay,
20
which we
minutes.
will see today. Preventive maintenance and job plan. First we will see what exactly mean by job plan, and then we will see the preventive maintenance. Okay, so asset
Okay.
life cycle condition monitoring we have completed. Also on the asset part also we have completed the that safety part, right?
Yes.
Safety we have completed. Then after that we have seen what was hazards and precautions we have seen, right, into the safety.
Yes. So
Okay.
restricting.
Yeah, so this type of things we have seen as of now. So if you have any question regarding this, whatever we have discussed, right? So you can go ahead. Otherwise, what we will do today on the condition monitoring, right? Anyways, we have discussed in the condition monitoring, but practically
Mm.
we have not seen, right, how it is happening.
Yes.
First, we will see the practically how condition monitoring is performing and what exactly is happening. And after
Yeah.
that, we'll move ahead with the next topic. Okay.
Okay.
So on the condition monitoring, right? What do you know about condition monitoring? Whatever we have discussed as part of the last time.
Condition monitoring means we are checking the parameters like temperature or the pressure and all these
Mm-hmm.
things to, like, it's not a
Mm-hmm.
the check the limits, or if it's going high, or then we take the actions like.
Mm-hmm. So you can take in, you can understand it like this. So
Mm,
condition monitoring is nothing but we are monitoring the condition of specific asset. Okay.
okay. Mm,
So whatever asset might be there, like we will have a pump, centrifugal pump, we will have different types of boiler,
mm,
we will have that what we can say. So different types of assets, whatever we have, if we want to monitor the condition for that specific asset, like if it is boiler, if we want to maintain the specific temperature there, if it is
mm,
centrifugal pump, if we want to maintain specific pressure there, okay.
mm,
So that
mm.
all we can monitor by using the condition monitoring application. Okay.
Okay,
And
okay.
specifically, the purpose of the condition monitoring is either it will send the emails, okay, or the
Mm,
communication,
okay.
okay, or it will do what things, or it will take a action, right? So we have two limits there, right? One is for the warning message, one is for the taking the
For the
action.
techniques, yes.
Right. So warning message is nothing but it will send the email communication to that specific person. Okay,
Mm,
this is the issue here. It is going beyond the limit. Can you please check the
mm,
assets? So
mm.
if we get this communication, I mean these emails are all, then asset custodian can go the on that specific asset and he can check something if he can do something. Okay.
Okay.
But if he is not able to do something and all, then he can call someone to check something on that one, okay? And then quickly
Mm,
they will check that one. But
okay.
instead of that one, if they are doing all the things and still the temperature is going beyond, then properly it will take the actions and it will create the communicate.
Mm,
It will create the work order. Okay, taking
yes.
action is nothing but the creations of the work
Mm,
order. Okay,
okay.
it will create the work order. All right. So these things will happen there, okay, but practically how in the Maximo it is happening, that we will see today. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to the Maximo system. So if you want to see where we will find that condition monitoring application,
Assets.
yeah, in the assets we have condition monitoring application. Okay, once I open it, as we have seen last time how to create it, okay, so we'll directly see now the created one. Okay, so we have already one created, which is for example outlet pressure monitor. Okay,
Mm,
so in this outlet pressure monitor, whatever the things we have is warning limit, we have action limit, we have lower warning
yes.
limit, we have lower action limit, we have. Okay,
Yes.
and here already whatever is happening, that things we have, or already whatever work order is created, that one we have. Okay, so what we will do now, if you see for the condition monitoring as well as for the preventive maintenance, okay, so
Mm,
somehow these will be somehow similar, okay, not fully similar, okay, but for this both condition monitoring and for the preventive maintenance we will have one cron task. Okay, so cron task is nothing but in the detail we are seeing, but it is nothing but every time this specific cron task will run on the specific timing. Okay, and
okay.
based on that, whatever the things it is mentioned in that specific cron task, that will run and that will generate the things. Okay, so if you see system, if you want to open the cron task application, system configuration, platform configuration, and here we have application name as called as cron task setup. If you don't know this thing, you can directly type here cron task and you can find that one. Okay,
Mm,
so if you see existing one, we have most of the 57 cron task here, but for the specific condition monitoring, so here what is happening, it will automatically create the work order if the specific action limit is going below or going upper.
okay.
Okay, so how it is creating the automatically, because we have cron task for that one.
Okay.
Okay, and so that cron task name we have, See, measuring point work order generation cron task. Okay. So what this cron task will do? So cron task is the applications where based on some specific timing it will run and it will do something on that one, right? So this is the cron task name. You just need to keep in mind this measure point work order. Okay. So this specific cron task is used to generate the work order from the condition monitoring. Okay, so now if
Mhm.
I have given here 1 minute and let me make it active. Okay, I'll save it. I'll do the reload request. Okay, and once I do the reload request, so now this specific cron task is active. Okay, so now if
Mhm.
specific condition monitoring, okay, if specific condition monitoring is fall in between this either lower action limit or upper action limit, so specifically it will create a work order automatically. So now just observe we have two work order as of now here, and what we will do, we will give the pressure now for this one. So currently reading whatever we have last reading is wait, eight 15 12 8 15, 9, 2. This is 12 8, right? This is 9 9 26. Okay, 8 12. I think this is one. Okay, so last reading it's 5600. Okay, so already I think for this one it has created one work order. Okay, that might be
Mhm.
this. Okay, 12 8. Now this one. This work order it has already created for that one. Okay, so now what I
Mhm.
will do again, I will change the this reading for this one. Okay, so now last reading is 5600. Okay, again I will
Mhm.
make it like 5700 or something. Okay, so it will fall
Mhm.
under this one, so that means it is going upper this specific one. Okay, so how
So
we can hmm.
how the technician or who is reading these hours?
Yeah, so he actually the asset custodian, right? Who is the
Mhm.
monitoring that specific assets? He can
Mhm.
enter the meter reading, right? Suppose, for
Mhm.
example, I am working on that specific asset. Okay, so if you see now, let me open this asset centrifugal pump 100. So for this specific assets, I am asset custodian. Okay. So what I am doing now here, so I am seeing some temperature, okay, whatever we
Mhm.
have seen, that temperature is going beyond, okay.
Mhm.
So every day or every week or somewhere, I need to put the meter reading for that one, okay, because I have meter added here, okay, for this specific asset, and for this specific meter, I need to enter the meter reading every day for this one, okay, as part of the because I am asset custodian. So
Okay.
if you see in the asset application in the left hand side, we have options to enter the meter reading. If you see here, enter meter reading, right?
Okay. Mhm.
So every day I need to enter the meter reading. So I'm entering the meter reading, right? So that is for this one, right? So previous reading it is showing 5600, okay,
Okay.
which we have put at suppose December in 8 December. Okay, so instead of that, now I need to put the new reading. Okay, so that is for
Okay.
example. So today I have seen something. Okay, so today's reading is I can see 5700. Okay, and new
Okay.
reading date and all who has putting that one, all the details will come here. Okay, and I'm saying
Mhm.
okay. So once I say okay, automatically this reading will come into the condition monitoring application. So if you see, if I'm
Yes.
refreshing this one, so now the current reading, right? Lastly,
Mhm.
whatever we have put it, which is today, it is coming 5700. Okay. So now
Okay.
what will happen because this reading is beyond this one, right? If I have put
Mhm.
it like 3000 or something, right? So that time
Mhm.
nothing will happen because, but it is going beyond, right?
Mhm.
5700 is beyond for this one, right?
Yes.
So it will create the work order now for this specific job plan. Okay. Whatever the job plan we have mentioned here. So it will
Mm.
take 1 minute, because the what will happen now, the cron task will run every 1 minute. So in the
Okay.
so now 7:22, so cron task will run now for the 7:23. Okay. And once
Mm.
that cron task will run, so what this cron task will check, it will go to the condition monitoring application. It will check the reading currently, okay, and whether
Okay.
this reading is matching with this specific upper limit or the specific lower limit. Okay, or
Okay.
this is
Mm.
upper warning or lower warning. If it is
Mm.
going in between that one, so it will automatically create the work order for that one.
Okay.
Getting? So we'll just
Yes.
wait for 1 minute to run this specific run task. After that, we will have the work order created for that specific one. Okay. So likewise, automatically by using the cron task, it is running the condition monitoring. See, now it has created one more work order, right? If you
Okay.
see,
Yes.
1412, which is created today, and here it is showing that specific description. Okay,
Mm.
so because
Yes.
this cron task was earlier, it has not created, right? But because now this cron task is run and it is active, that's why it is creating. Okay, getting it?
So,
Huh.
do we need to go for it? If there is any mismatch in the, let's say, the pressure limit,
Mm-hmm.
do we need to come to this specific equipment, or there will be another notification from somewhere on the dashboard, or
I mean, to put that specific reading, you are saying?
no, no, no. For
Hmm.
the, it's already created one
Uh,
notification. Like there is a, not a work order, right?
uh. No,
The
it has created the work order right now.
Yeah,
Why?
okay, the work order. So the
Huh.
notification we will get in the dashboard. How do we know if we are just open the environment, and how do we know it's already,
Created, huh?
yeah?
Yeah. So what is happening actually? So for both, right? If it is created the work order and if it is sending the warning message to the specific person, right? So let me make this contrast inactive now. I'll show you where you will see that one. So every person will have dashboard, right? First day we have discussed. This is the dashboard. Okay. So if I am
Mm.
asset custodian, I will also have dashboard. If I am administrations, I will also have the dashboard. Okay. So
Mm.
what will happen if the work order is created, okay, or warning message is coming to that specific person, the warning
Mm.
message will show into this inbox and assignments. Okay,
Okay.
if he is getting something, and if you want to show the work order which is created from the condition monitoring, and if you want to show it into the dashboard like this here, so you can also configure that one. So here somewhere you can see that specific uh, work order which is created from the condition monitoring.
Okay.
Okay, but that we need to configure. Okay, automatically it will
Mm.
not show.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So now what we will do, I'll just show that work order to you how it is look like. Okay, 1421. So if you want to see the work order, where we can see that one? What is the application for checking the work order?
Should be
This one, right? Work
most.
order tracking.
Was here.
Yeah. So if I'm opening this, I'll put it work order number here, and this is the work order. Okay, so here everything is coming. Okay, the asset, if you see the work order number, the allocation, the assets. Okay, all the things whatever we have mentioned there, the job plan also whatever we have mentioned there. Okay, and based on this job plan, in the plans tab also we will have some task and all. Okay, this task. So likewise, work order will create now for that one, and once work order is done, okay, specifically,
Mm.
that time we might change that specific reading again, okay, because now it is 5,700, right? So we want to maintain that specifically between the 5,000 and 3,000. So it will be put it similarly there, okay.
Okay.
So likewise, it is working. One more thing we have, if you don't want to create the work order directly from the condition that cron task, okay, you
Mm.
want to make it directly. So here also we have options to create a direct work order. Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So likewise, this specific condition monitoring is working. Okay. Also, we have talked about the characteristic meters as well, right? But as of now, we have used the gauge meter only here. So if you have
Yes.
characteristic meter to check, you can add that characteristic meter here. Okay. So here it
Okay.
will not allow. But let me show you. So you can add that characteristic meter from here and the action below. Suppose I have selected this characteristic meter. Okay, so now if you see, if I'm selecting the characteristic meter, this is read only, right?
Mm.
Why this is showing the read only?
Because it, but even for characteristic meters, we-
Hmm.
so we
So,
don't need.
so first, can you tell me what we will check it into the characteristic meter?
It's the temperature or the
Temperature we have already checked in the gauge meter, right?
almost the color of the last
Yeah,
time we discussed about the condition of
yeah,
the
yeah,
equipment
yeah,
on this thing,
yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah. So it is like color, right, of that specific one, or
mm,
in short, the characteristic of that specific material or any assets. Okay, whatever we
okay.
are putting. So that because we have selected the characteristic meter and this upper limit and lower limit for the this one, gauge meter, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why it is read only here. So now if you want to mention the characteristic actions, here we have options. Okay, here we can mention the
Mm,
value of that characteristic meter, right? Whether it is a color change or something different
yes.
that we can select from here. Um, then after that we need to mention the PM and job plan also if we have for that one and the priority. So based on that specific one now, here we will have the measurement whatever you are sending from the assets. Okay,
Mm,
and that specifically will also create the work order. It is similar like only the meter type will change. Okay, so
okay.
as we have discussed, this gauge meter and characteristic meter is mostly used for the condition monitoring, and
Mm,
other whatever the meter type we have which is continuous meter that mostly used for the preventive
yes.
maintenance. Okay, so these are the things for this specific condition monitoring.
So,
Okay, anything on this one before moving forward? Can I move then? Next
yeah,
topic.
we can move on. I will let you know.
All right. So for this one also, we might have some assignments, okay, for the condition monitoring. So you check that one, and after that, we will see the other things as well. Let me put the date here.
Mm,
Okay. So the next topic which we will have is so you have seen the job plan here, right?
yes.
We have added some job plan. So do you know something about the job plan?
Mm, don't know what is mean by
Okay.
road planning maximum.
Yeah.
It's it, it's something scheduling the works.
No, no, no. Okay, so if you see the job plan, we have added here as well. Okay, if you see upper limit job plan, lower limit job plan, right? If you also see in the work order applications, also we have job plan added, right? If you see here job plan, right? Also, if you see one more application called as preventive maintenance, which we are talking later. So for this preventive maintenance also, if you see, we will have some options to add the job plan, which is this, right? Job plan. So what is meant by job plan now? Okay, so if you want to find the job plan, the options will be, so before that one, So Jobson will be in the planning and the job plan. Okay, these are the three applications we have there, and this is the
Okay.
job plan application. Okay, so what is meant by job plan first? Okay, so
Mm.
have you did some how some car servicing or bike servicing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So while going for the bike servicing, whenever you are going to that service center, they are asking you, right, what is the problem of the bike and everything, right? What it is happening, what it exactly you
Yes.
need to do, okay, all these things. And once we tell all these things, they are taking the notes of it, right?
Yes.
And once they took the notes, they will create one work order from that one, right?
Job card is.
Job card, correct. So what is happening in that job card? They are mentioning some tasks. So first task, I need to suppose clean the something. Okay. Then second
Mm.
task, I need to change the oil. Right.
Mm.
Third
Yeah.
task, I need to do the some uh, brake check. Okay.
Mm.
Then fourth task might be again washing the bike or something. Okay.
Okay.
So all this will be the step-by-step task, right? So they might mention some cleaning will be some specific person, change oil will be do by specific
Mm.
person, brake check will be do by specific person, washing the bike will also do from specific person, right? So these are the tasks, okay? They are mentioning the task and based on that task they are doing the work, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, in Maximo also we have an application called a job plan, okay,
Mm.
where we are putting the all the task, okay, so which
Mm.
we are going to perform on the specific assets, okay, and related to that one, who will be the work on that specific task, what will be the labor material services, okay, any tools we required for that one, any service we required for that one, any item to we required for that one to complete that specific task, that all things we will have mentioned in the job plan application.
Okay.
Okay, let me open something for you. If it is there, Maximo book. Okay, no, either it is there or not. Okay, it is not there. All right. So these task collections of these tasks, okay, and the
Mm.
material services and tool, it is called as job plan. Okay. So simply in the job plan applications, we will have some task, okay, predefined task, okay, or
Mm.
predefined plan for any specific work order. So why we have this one, that you will get to know in the next thing. So but we will have specific task, labor, material, services and tools for that specific job plan. And once we
So why
mention
we have a planning and a preventive maintenance? Both are more or less same, right?
no,
We.
both are the different actually. Okay, so in the planning, job planning and all, what is happening is actually
Mm.
predefinedly we are mentioning. Suppose if any critical work order is coming or any specific so see, if you are doing the servicing of bike, okay,
Okay.
so
Mm.
every time mostly if I just doing the servicing of bike, these steps will be common, right?
Yes.
If some minor changes or something is there, uh, so that might be some different things will be added here, right? But the basically these four steps will be common, right, for that one. So
Yes.
what Maximo is trying to do is, instead of creating multiple times, suppose if I'm creating the work order, then specifically that person will come and every time I need to add all these things, right? So
Mm.
instead of doing that one, Maximo is saying we will create it at the work first, okay? And every time whenever someone is coming and saying I want to do the servicing of my bike, we will just take that number and we will put. So once someone put that number, so that means all these four steps we need to follow. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, in the Maximo also, if you see, for the most of the assets we need to do the inspection, we need to do the
Mm.
servicing every 3 months, 4 months and all, right? So that
Mm.
time, instead of adding every day, every time that specific task there, right, first clean, then oil change, then brake check and all these
Mm.
things, so what we will do, we will create one job plan, okay, and that
Mm.
job plan number only specifically we will mention all the time, right? So here also in this specific job plan, whatever we have mentioned here, 40 mph rate. So in this particular job plan also we will have some specific task. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that, so what it is doing now, whenever the work order is created for this specific condition monitoring, which is this,
Mm.
it is
Mm.
automatically adding that specific task on this particular work order. Okay. If job
Okay.
plan was not there here, so that specific task also will not come there, right? In that
Yes.
specific work order. So that's why we have this specific job plan application. Okay.
Okay.
And what
Okay.
exactly mean by preventive maintenance, that we will see later. But this is the basic understanding on the job plan.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to see the practically the job plan is, so here if you see the planning module we have, in the
Mm.
planning module we have application called a job plan. Okay.
Okay.
So if I'm opening the job plan, similarly in the left hand side we will have some more actions and common action. This is similar. If I click on this one, I will have um, user interface here like this. Okay. And here we have this type of job plans. Okay. So the
Okay.
existing job plan, we have 80 job plan. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So suppose we have centrifugal pump service 3 month. Okay. So let
Okay.
me see if we have any task for this one. Okay, we have. So what it is, why this job plan is there? Suppose we have centrifugal pump, right? So it is not necessarily only one centrifugal pump we might have, right? We might
Yes.
have multiple for our organizations, right? So for
Mm.
that one, what Maximo is doing, for the servicing of that pump, right, which we need to do every month, for that one they are defining tasks at the first. Okay, and every time whenever we are trying to do the servicing for that one,
Mm.
similar tasks they are attaching to the specific work order. Okay.
Okay.
So here, whenever we are creating the new job plan, right? Let me show you. So if we want to create a new job plan, here we will have options. Okay. Here we need to give
Mm.
the job plan number. It will automatically also take some time. Okay. Here we
Okay.
need to give the job plan name. Okay. Here we will have organizations and site. We need to mention that one. If we are not mentioning, that is also fine. Okay. If we are not
Okay.
mentioning, that means it will available for all the organizations and all the sites.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So here we will have initially the status of that particular job plan will be in the draft status. Okay.
Mm.
And
Okay.
after that, the main important things which I talked with you, which is the task. Okay. The task we can mention it from here. Okay. How many tasks we want to mention. So if you
Okay.
see the existing job plan, if I am scrolling down, so here I have task for that specific job plan. Okay. What is the first
Mm.
task? Check pump
Okay.
operation. Okay.
Okay.
What is the
Mm.
durations and all will require there? That is we have already mentioned here, but it might be the different. Okay. After that, second task is check pump float switch. Okay.
Okay.
Check seal and housing of for the leak. Okay. Inspect impeller for the wear. Right. So all these
Mm.
6 tasks we will have whenever we are creating now work order from this specific job plan. All these six
Okay.
tasks will come to that specific work order.
Okay.
Okay. And now,
Mm.
if you see, I was also talking about labors, material, services, and tools. Right? If I am
Mm. Yes.
scrolling down here, I will have labor, material, services, and tools. Okay. So
Mm.
what exactly we are doing? We are mentioning that one for this specific task, whatever we have given here, whether we need specific labor for that one, okay, whether we need
Mm.
any specific material for that one, okay, any items,
Mm.
materials for that one, whether we need any services for that one, or while working on that one specifically, do we need specific tools? Okay,
Yes.
because
Okay.
if someone is working on that one, he might need this specific thing, right?
Yes.
So that also we are mentioning here.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions still here?
Still, I'm confused.
Go ahead. Let me tell. Tell me what is confusion.
Still, with all these tasks, we can also include in the preventive maintenance, right? Still, we are having a separate section for job
Where
plan.
we are mentioning the preventive maintenance.
No, all these tasks we can include in the preventive maintenance, right? If we are performing a preventive maintenance, we can add all these tasks also inside the preventive maintenance work order, right?
Yeah,
Why we
yeah,
are keeping it aside?
yeah. So I'll tell you. So here also we are mentioning that one, right? If you see here, I'm
Mm.
mentioning some job plan number, right? So that means for this specific condition monitoring also, if any work order is creating, take the reference of this job plan and create it. Okay. So, but if I want to take the reference of this specific job plan, the job plan should be available somewhere, right?
Mm.
If it is not available in this specific job plan application, then I cannot select it from here, right?
Okay.
Whatever
Yeah.
is created in this specific job plan application, that only I will get options to select from here, right? Here. So,
Okay.
so what is happening instead of suppose job plan application is not there, okay, in the Maximo.
Mm.
But for this warning, if it is reaches the warning limit, I need to take some steps, right, for the work order. So work order is nothing but we need to do something, right, on that specific assets. So what
Mm.
exactly you need to do that we are mentioning in that specific steps, right? You do these things, do these things. We
Ah,
need to do all these things, right?
okay.
So if the job plan,
Only for this specific condition we are using. Okay. All right. Yes.
yeah. So for these specific conditions, we will have separate job plan, right? Which is
Yeah.
this. So what is this specifically is, suppose car speed is going beyond, so we need to reduce that speed something. So that's why we
Mm.
have this specific job plan. So this job plan will have some different tasks. Uh, it is not like that every time only one job plan we are using. Okay,
Mm.
we will have some different job plans.
Okay.
So whatever the job plans we will have here, that we will have, that we can mention it from somewhere else. Okay. So like you are talking about the preventive maintenance, right? Let me show you preventive maintenance as well. So if I'm opening any preventive maintenance, which is for the breaker maintenance. Okay. So for
Mm.
this one also, I'm mentioning some job plan, right? So what is happening if I'm using this job plan? If the work order is created from this specific preventive maintenance, okay. So that
Mm.
time that work order will have task. That task is nothing but which is coming from the job plan application.
Okay.
Getting it or any confusion still?
Mm. Yeah.
Have you used job, I mean preventive maintenance somewhere in your
Yes. In application, we have a different way of doing it, but we
oh,
are issuing our coders to technicians.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So here as of now, you just keep in mind, okay? A job plan is nothing but we will have some task, okay? And
Mm.
based on that task, we will have, so when it is like planning, okay, plans, right?
Okay.
So we are
Mm.
doing some planning actually. What should be the task? What should be the labor? What should be the material for that one? What should be the services and tools?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all we are doing on that specific job plan, what exactly it should be, okay, and then mostly we are making it active.
Okay.
All right, so this all will happen into the job plan applications. Okay, so the basic things is this one here. Okay, so what I will do now, I will show you something. I'll go to the work order application. Okay,
Mm.
work order application. Suppose I, so if you see the work order also, we can create it from the different types of application, right? From the condition monitoring work order will generate, from the preventive maintenance work order will generate, from the asset application we can create the work order, and directly from the work order applications also we can create the work order, right?
Yes.
So if I am creating the new work order, okay, and I want to do the suppose some maintenance of the centrifugal pump. So what I will do, I will select the, I'll give the here, okay,
Mm.
descriptions. I will select the asset, okay, which is centrifugal pump, okay, this one. So now basically if I'm selecting this one, I have option here to select the job plan. Okay. Just observe one thing. If I'm going to the plans tab now, I don't have anything, right? If you see here, I don't have anything.
Mm.
All right. So if I'm saving, okay, the work order. So for the centrifugal pump services, okay, I want to do the servicing for this one. So suppose you like you are doing the bike servicing, you go to the service center. Now you are telling them I am facing this issue, and based on that they are putting the task here, right?
Yes.
They you told to them is that I want to do servicing of my particularly bike, right? So
Mm.
instead of adding one by one here task, right? So anyways it will take some time to adding the task, then adding the labor, material, services and all, right? So
Mm.
instead of doing that one, what exactly Maximo is giving options to us is to add the job plan directly from here. Okay, so we will have some predefined job plans. Okay, so that one we can mention from here. Okay,
Mm.
and we can select that one. Okay, so we have selected this one. So now what will happen into the Maximo? Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, the job plan we have added. Let me save the specific work order. So what will happen automatically? So instead of adding one by one, we will have options here. Directly we can see it now. Okay, see all the
Yes.
task, whatever we have seen in there, right? In that specific job plan, it is coming here. Also labor, material, services and tools as well, right? So now what will happen whenever this work order is approved, the person who is working on this specific work order, he will work on this specific task, right? So just imagine if I don't have job plan, right? So that time
Mm.
what I need to do? I need to do one by one check all the things
Mm.
I need to add, all the material, services and tools I need to add, right? So instead of doing that one, firstly we need to mention the job plan. We will put it here. So it is like just may put once and use it multiple time,
Okay.
right? Likewise. We are also calling it as a master data. Okay, so master data we are putting once and mostly whenever we want that specific one we are using,
Okay.
right? Again,
Yes.
some more options we will have here in this specific job plan. Now if you see, it is so initially whenever job plan we are creating, it is in the draft status, right?
Mm.
But if you want to use this specific job plan, so draft status is nothing but it is not in the use as of now. Okay,
Mm. Yes.
so
Yes.
if you want to use that specific job plan, we need to make it active.
Active. Yes.
Okay, so the making of active also will have change status from here, and from that one we can make it active. It is directly active, that is why it is not allowing. Okay, but
Okay.
in some cases what is happening, so you have made it active now, right? But if you see all the fields are read only here, right? You cannot change
Mm.
anything. And also if you see, if I am doing the new row, also it is not allowing to add, right?
Okay. Mm.
And you got the requirement suppose from someone from your organizations. I want to add one more task here because if six tasks we have added here anyways, but one more task we need to perform on this specific one.
Okay.
Okay, so that time if you clicking on the new row, it is showing the action add is not allowed on the object, verify the business rule, right? So that means
Mm-hmm.
it is not allowing to add, right? So for that one, in the Maximo, we have one options called as, do you know any options?
No.
Okay. So to do these things in the Maximo, in the left hand side, if you see the more actions, we have one options called as revise job plan.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So just observe the thing now, what will happen here. Okay. So here now currently revision is 0, right?
Yeah.
So we will
Yes.
have one options called as revise job plan. Once I click on that one, it will give the revision number as 1, and it is
Mm-hmm.
asking me the revision descriptions, right? Okay. So now this specific job plan is revised, right? Revision number is 1. Okay. And status is now pending revision, right? So if you
Mm-hmm.
observe one thing, I'll go to the list view. I'll open this specific job plan. I can see now two job plan, right?
Um,
With the specific one. One is the
yes.
first one, first revision, which is active one,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
And the second one, which we have created, right? Which is in the pending
Pending version.
revision,
Yes.
right? So now in this pending, still in the active one, I cannot make any changes, but in the pending revision one,
Mm-hmm.
we can change something on this one. So now if I'm doing the new row, it is allowing me to do, right? So the I can give last task something, right? And whatever I need to add, I can add now in the materials also, in the services also, in the tools
Mm-hmm.
also, right? I can select everything
Okay.
now, and again I can save it. Okay, so once I save it, still I will not use this specific job plan, okay, because it is pending revision, right? So now I need to change the status of this one from the pending revision to active, right? So now once I make it active, so now again observe one thing. I'll go to the list view. So earlier what it is, first one is active, this one is pending revision. Now we
Pending.
have made it active, this one. So let's see what is the status of this one. I'll refresh it. So if you see, so now second one is currently active and the first one is in the revised status.
Revised. Okay.
Okay, this is also very important concept. Okay, this one
Okay.
mostly you might get this one if you are
Mm-hmm.
planning for some interviews. So just keep in mind the revised thing, right? And yeah, it is not directly they will ask you how we can do the revisions and all. They will give like that. I want to add something here, and I'm not able to add. So how I can add? So that time you need to mention the revised job plan options we will have.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So other options also we have here called as nested job plan and all. That also we will see. But before that one, we will see different things like work order and all, and then we will go with the other things. Okay. So here we will have some work assets tab. Okay. So that work asset tab is nothing but on which specific assets and location do you want to work on that specific job plan or worked on that specific job plan, that we can mention here. Okay. And
Okay, Suraj, can you show me an example what it will be look like if we printed? We sometimes we will work with the hard copy, right? We will print the
sorry.
work order and we,
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Go ahead, go ahead.
so how it looks like in a PDF or
Acha, acha, acha.
good.
You mean specific job plan, huh? How it will look like.
Yeah.
So here, let me see. Print work order details. Okay. So report is not available. That report might be not available, but let me show you. Okay. I'll show you something on that one. So it will be print, and you want to see it in how means how it is printing and all, right? How it is
Yes.
say into the PDF. Okay. That report will be not available now, but I'll show you. Okay. So what we will do, that we will take the 5 minute break, okay? Because
Okay.
some other batch is there, na? So they are
Okay.
joining that specific call, and I'll share the new link, okay? So that link you can join. I'll send in the WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. After 5 minutes, just join.